So LOCKE, so his abilities. This is his abilities. Beautiful. So the ult. We'll start with the ult. You throw a totem, and it travels to the location. When it lands, it rises into the air and latches nails on all enemies around it, dealing magic damage and slowing them by 99% at decays, and marks the champion's hit. Marked enemies are executed below a certain health, right? So they'll be executed if they get to a certain HP. Successful executions refresh the duration mark on all affected targets. At the end of the duration, if one champion was executed, the totem seals away their soul and drops itself onto the ground. It then remains on the ground for the same duration as Purgatory's cooldown, but for no less than 6 seconds. You can pick it up by moving up to it, and when you pick it up, the cooldown is reduced by 20%, and you gain a sealed champion stack. If LOCKE doesn't pick up the totem, he automatically gets the stack. So if you don't pick it up before it expires, you still get the stack. So now I've got a permanent stack. Oh, you're not meant to get the stack, it's just a bug. Wait, what? If you don't pick it up, you don't get the stack? What does the stack give you? What do you get from the stack? Oh, I see, sorry. The execute threshold increases by 0.5% per champion stack. I see, okay. So every stack you get on the ult, you get an extra 0.5% of execute on the ult damage. I see. So his E is basically the Echo E. You teleport, then you can auto-attack someone. It's just a dash instead of a blink. He gains 275 bonus range on his next attack. After 0.1 seconds, he just dashes the attack. He ends Ashen Pursuit and dashes to them, dealing magic damage to enemies he passes through. So, I guess it's AoE. Yeah. As well as those around him applying on-hit effects to the primary target if they were hit. Scoring a takedown against an enemy champion resets it. He loses the attack range and can't perform the dash while he's immobilized. Or excluding Berserk, Taunt, or Grounded. Really? So you can dash while you're grounded? So if I get Cassio W'd, I can still auto-attack and fly through it. His W is Soul Ignition. He ignites his soul and he gets bonus attack speed, 40 to 70%. Oh, while he's immobilized or grounded. Okay, so if you're grounded, you can't dash, sorry. You get attack speed and bonus move speed that decays over 20%, decaying to 20% over 1 second. He also stores an amount of grey health on his health bar. So wait, let me, if I level up, it's probably better. If I have points in it. He also stores an amount of grey health on his health bar, equal to 100% of his post-mitigation damage he takes from enemy champions up to a cap, plus total amount of health lost from selling his health costs. Cooldown. This is increased, obviously, based per level, and based on your AP, and based on your missing health. After 0.5 seconds, it can be recast within duration, so I can recast it basically just to heal up. It's basically like Tam Kenshi, Mundo W. But he gets attack speed and move speed as well. You can use it while you're stunned. So you can do it while you're CC'd. I think I'll get a lot more healing from champions, probably. And then his Q is the nails. You throw nails and you slow them by 25%, attacking, making a soul for 4 seconds. Every time you hit the nail, you can stack up to 3. And this against targets with at least 2 stacks, the slow is increased by 60%. It can be recast twice, obviously. You mimic the first cast effect for each recast, not used when using ritual nails. Ends 20%, 35% based on the level ability cooldown, and mana cost is refunded up to 47% based on level fund. So basically, you just want to basically. It's ideal if you can hit 3. His next basic attack or Ashen Pursuit can proc it. So that's like a burst combo, I guess. So when you consume them, it deals bonus magic damage. This damage is further increased by 20 or 40% for those 2 or 3 stacks respectively. And then his passive is basically, I think he just does magic damage on hit. So his basic attacks deal 5 to 44 based on level, plus 10% AP bonus magic damage on hit, increased by 0 to 100% based on target's missing health. So it's actually magic damage on hit based on missing health. So if I hit here, it's 82, 103, 126, 165. So as they get lower, it's more damage. The Q doesn't wait, can you... So you can Q auto Q, I think. It is an auto attack reset, or? No, it's not. Wait. It's kind of an auto attack reset. You can just Q auto Q, but I don't think it's worth it unless you're bursting someone quick. But I think the combo is you're just chasing someone and you like... I don't know if you'll ever be able to just land 3 straight away unless they're stunned. You know what I mean? So obviously the totem is an execute, so I think a combo would be like, I'm going into a fight, I run at them. It'll be like that. Does the E splash do damage? Should I try and hit it? It does, it deals magic damage. So ideally you want to hit this, right? It does 250 damage. I see. I see, I see. Okay, wow. Okay, he's got a huge burst. It's a pretty simple burst combo. I wonder if... Hang on a second. Ah, okay. So you can actually AoE people pretty hard. If I Q here, and I Q here, and I just E here, it procs... Is it procs both or what? I think the opening combo is probably with ult though, because it slows them, right? And you want to W before you go into the fight. And then you can pick up the totem, and it resets the cooldown by 20%. Don't forget, upon retrieving totem, it resets the cooldown for 20% for each champion sealed, yeah? So if I ult here, and it finishes him, 93 seconds, it goes to 70 seconds. But if I ult here, and I pick it up, it's 55 seconds. $37. So I think the combo is probably opening with ult, because it's a giga slow. It just, you need to burst them quick. But if someone's stunned, I imagine you kind of want to... Don't forget the Q also goes through, right? So you can... It's not just a one champion hit. I mean, that's a harder combo to land. You should just use the E, I think, right? But it actually doesn't matter too much, because if I have stacks on 3 of them and I only E2, I can just auto the last. Holy fuck, this champ is crazy. So if I ult and it does damage, I get 14 and I don't pick it up. It holds their souls if I'm not picking it up. Okay, I don't get the stacks. So it says if LOCKE doesn't pick up drop down, he automatically gets steal. That's a bug, it says. So this is not intended. So you have to pick up the totem to get the stacks. But I can't pick up the totem anymore. How long does it last, the totem? I think I broke the game. Okay, I think I broke it. It's probably because my cooldowns are refreshed, that's why. Two, 3, 4, 5. Still there. I have an arrow pointing to it. It lasts for a long time, huh? It remains on the ground for the same duration as Purgatory's cooldown, but for no less than 60 seconds. For no less than 60 seconds. So that's gonna stay there for like over a minute. So I could die and come back and pick that up. It's on the minimap, you see it? And then my ult gets refreshed still. Can you Q flash on him? I think you can. He has... You can Q flash. Can you like... Can you R flash? Kind of, yeah. Can you... I don't think you can E1 flash. I also wonder if I E and I get my auto attack, but it's max range, can they outrange? Can they outrange it? You know what I mean? Wait. If they're running away, I think you can dodge it really easily. By the way, because this damage isn't like Echo E where it sticks; it's a dash. So if someone like flashes, they can easily dodge it. This is not super reliable. This is kind of like a Fiora Q. You know what I mean?